health being wealth, right? Because, we could go out, we can invest for cash flow, we can make all the money we need to make, right? But if you're not healthy, right, then how are you actually functioning, right? So real quick, I want to go over health is wealth, and unicity, which is something that's expanding here in the Toronto area, right? It's in over 61 countries, right? But an understanding fact is that over 90% of the world's population is metabolically unhealthy. All right. And this is from Diabetes Canada showing that 1 in 3 Canadians is living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, and they don't even know that they have it. Right. And the main cause of this is through insulin resistance. I just got an understanding of insulin resistance about 3 months ago, but it makes complete sense. Okay. And because insulin resistance is what most people have, they're having sugar spikes in their day, right? And from having insulin resistance, there's so many side effects to it, right? Skin pigmentation, overweight, diabetes, cholesterol, erectile dysfunction, brain aneurysms, dementia, right? Because the thing with insulin resistance is that your blood is not flowing through your body properly, right? So regardless of what business you're doing and how you're moving around, this is a core thing that, even within the map book, we talk about your physical health, right? And your physical being, because this temple that we have, what are we feeding it? And if you don't realize right now, we're not being fed properly, right? These companies that are over here is about 10 companies that control all of the brands that you're seeing inside the grocery store, right? And a lot of these companies are profit driven, right? And a lot of the ingredients that they have inside of them are not good for us. Yet they have to go over because we're in mass consumption and we're not being fed properly, right? As you see in this phrase over here, it says, if your food can go bad, it's good for you. If your food can't go bad, it's not good for you, right? And a lot of people are eating food that is not good for you, but your temple, this body that we're carrying around, we have to treat it like what it is. It's precious. It's valuable. It's the most valuable thing that's in this world. To you, our body, this is what we carry with us. Once it shuts off, we shut off, right? So how are you actually treating your body, right? And, just to give a visual sense, when you have a top end car, you're going to treat it the best. You're going to give it the best petroleum. You're going to make sure that you go through the oil changes. You're going to do everything that's required to keep it in good condition, right? But what about your body, right? Someone that doesn't treat their car good, right? And the oil, you see it turning color. But most importantly, if you look in this right image, this is called sludge, right? This is from someone not changing their oil, and eventually the oil hardening, and it actually seizes the engine, and your car cannot run no more, right? So how are you actually feeding your body really matters. And this company, Unicity, is actually out here. And that's what you're pretty much doing. It's like you're doing an oil change for your body, right? Because our gut is actually controlling all the external things that are going on in our body. Anytime anyone has any kind of sickness or, they're taking medication, that's just the masking, right? Internally is where you really need to think about your optimal health. Right? And these two products, they're part of something called the Feel Great System, right? Yerba mate is a natural plant containing all vitamins and nutrients that can sustain life, right? And it's consistent with your energy flow. People are taking this product and not needing coffee because coffee gives you the crashes, right? So you see consistent throughout the day, and it promotes intermittent fasting, right? And balance is it's nourished with fibers, that our body needs because it's removed from our food, right? So the Feel Great system, it's a very simple system where you practice intermittent fasting. So after you take your meal for the day in the morning, you don't eat breakfast first thing in the morning, right? You fast, because when you fast, anything that's trying to accumulate in your body, any viruses, diseases, they all get killed off because your internal body has shut down, right? And Unimate, it's going to energize you by the nutrients that it has. Right? So you take a Unimate in the morning, take a Unimate midday, and then before you have your heaviest meal, you take a balance to have your body in its proper natural state, right? And there's so many benefits to intermittent fasting. If you're a health conscious, I'm sure you already know about intermittent fasting, but this is something that is so important that every person does if they want to take care of this body that they have in this temple, right? And there's so many benefits to it. And these products are actually Health Canada approved, right? And they're in the market in Toronto. And, I'm bringing your attention to it because I've been using a product for 3 months and it's changed my life. The energy level is amazing. No more brain fog. I noticed my skin getting clear. No gut issues, no bloating. I feel really good, and it's a feel great system. So that's pretty much, what, we're bringing to your attention. And this is short attention because this is something that gets so overlooked, but it's so important in all of our lives. So make sure you get that proper oil change. You're taking care of your body, and that's what the Feel Great system is, right? These are some transformative, results that many people are getting, in the program, because also when you're intermittent fasting, your body needs energy, right? And when your body's not feeding off the glucose and the sugar spikes for energy, then it goes and it feeds off your fat. So it's actually helping people with weight loss. And there's a high demand. Over 90% of the world's population are metabolically unhealthy, right? And with this company, we have a 1% mission where we want to reach 1% of the market, right? And 1% of the market is a large market, especially as you see Ozempic, which is really taking story. You're going to see it all over the place. But Ozempic is known as a weight loss drug, which was originally made for diabetes. But they have a Wegovy, which they introduced, and it's actually increasing like crazy in the market share once it got FDA approved, just because it's helping people lose weight. But what's actually inside of it is inside of our natural Feel Great system, right? So, real quick, if anyone's interested in knowing more about the Feel Great system and you want to try intermittent fasting and you want to have best optimal health, then just go to the website, betterhealthwealthhealth.org, right? Book an in-person or a Zoom call, on the website to learn more about this product and the business if you want to know more about the business as well, right? And if anyone that you're interested, send them to the site. If you see anyone with high cholesterol, diabetes, any high blood sugar levels, skin disorders, they're overweight, they feel sluggish, they have brain fog, bring this to their attention, all right? Get them on the site, Better Health Wealth, all right? So I just wanted to plug that in because, we don't pay attention to those things, but those things are really important, right? And, we want to make sure that we bring that to your attention.